So we all want to know what the next Yeeps updates will be in the future. I've made a list of ideas that can be added to Yeeps. Starting off with number one is the spy mode. Basically, it's similar to Outlaw, where one spy is selected. The thing is that in this game mode, you do not know who the spy is. Spy is completely hidden from everybody, and everyone gets a magnifying glass, including the spy. The magnifying glass can be used for looking at footprints. Like, let's say I walk somewhere, it will show the footprints of where I last was, which can be easily used to make some pretty cool gameplay. Spy has to kill everyone to win, and if there are 2 people remaining, the round automatically ends. Now, I personally like this idea, and I modeled this, so I hope you like this idea. Now, on to the next idea. This idea is the paint update. Basically, there would probably be more stuff, but here's the main things. There are paintable wood blocks. Basically, these are wood blocks you can paint in play mode, and they cannot be destroyed. There are also paintable spikes, which is basically, if you painted the color of your team, you can walk on it, but other people cannot walk on it. So this can be used for making platoon modes, if you want. There's also the paint roller, which lets you paint large amounts of blocks, even in creative mode or play mode. There's also the paint bucket, which basically they can be placed in creative, and basically when you dip your paint roller, basically you paint the paint bucket, and if you dip the roller inside of it, it paints the roller and makes it so you can paint stuff that you colored. There's also the paintball, similar to the freeze ball. So let's say I get this. Let's say I get this in a lime paint and I put it inside. Once I do this, it will paint a large area of blocks. Now the range will probably be bigger to make it more better. These would be banned in wilds to prevent paint griefing. The paint roller would also be banned in wilds to prevent griefing. The next idea is a pretty simple idea, just a funny idea I made. The chicken block will be on the props tech web and it will be near the duck. It's just a chicken. The other idea I had was a water bucket. Basically, it is a gadget you can use only in creative mode, so it's a creative only gadget. It lets you paint. This gadget lets you fill areas with water. This gadget lets you fill areas with water, similar to this pool. You might be thinking, just use the water shifter. The water shifter floods the entire map. So if I wanted to fill just this pool, I could do it with the water bucket. The next idea is the book spawner. The book spawner is a block you can place down in creative mode, and you can set a title. And you can set messages for 3 pages. You can only have 3 pages, since if there was too many pages, it would probably be a disaster. But basically, yeah, this would be good for like having books on a shelf that you can pick up and read it. Obviously, you can't make a whole entire like story with it, but you can write stuff down for like lore in your maps and stuff. But I think it's pretty cool. The next idea I had was the suburbs outside decorations. So you see how outside the map there are background decorations. Ever since 2.0 was added, they removed the suburbs decorations. Before, there used to be suburbs flats, and since they cannot add the flats back, I had an idea. They should make suburbs background option You can have a Suburbs themed map for your background. Have what's the Hologram. Basically, there's a red button on it, and when you click it, you can record yourself in game, and then when you wire it, it will show yourself. It will show you on the Hologram. Similar to like Star Wars or something. But yeah, that's a pretty cool idea I had. The next idea, probably my most popular suggestion in the Yeeps Discord server, is the community currency idea. Basically, community world currency is basically where you can have, like similar to buck coins, you can have your own custom little buck coins in your own world to buy stuff in your world. Like you can have like a block that like dispenses something whenever you spend money. Not real life money, but like community currency. The next idea I had was the moon biome. Basically, this biome has a lot of stuff. It has the alien mode, which I'll cover for. In the alien mode, basically when you're an alien, similar to Goblin, you have to convert people to. But the difference from Goblin Alien is where the survivors can also convert aliens back to normal. There's also the jetpack, which lets you fly similar to. Also, a jetpack that lets you fly similar to the fire extinguisher. There's also the laser block, where basically it shoots out a laser beam infinitely until it hits a block. And it's also powerable. Also, the gravity drink, which basically when you drink it, you can walk on walls. And there's also gravity pad, where basically whatever way it's facing, you can walk on. There's also the volcano, which basically makes it erupt. There's also decorations. There's different decorations like the crater and the moon rocks. And there will be more stuff to the update. I just didn't know what else to add, but it does have whatever they want. But here is what the moon biome would look in game. So this is the moon biome. This is the moon biome in game. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you like the ideas. If you want to join the suggestion server, I will link it in the comments, because that is where we talk about suggestions for Yeeps and stuff. So if you want to join the server, feel free to. So, have a nice day.